would want to go to this church, friends? Who would choose at least once a week to be faced with the reality of human suffering? Who would choose to be faced with the reality of our own unjust economic systems that condemn so many quite literally to death? Who would want to go to this church now when every day we are faced with the reality that our system says you need to be useful in order to live? Who would want to go to this church now? With the folks who congregate on our steps, when it would be so much easier to just drive out to the suburbs where there is ample parking and good coffee, and we don't have to be confronted every single time with a failed justice system, a failed treatment system, a failed housing system, and a failed education system, where sin can all be the times that I wasn't good instead of all the ways that I live in injustice. Who would want to go to this church? Where every day Jesus confronts us with what we are doing and not doing to lift a finger to untie the heavy burdens placed on others' backs. Where every day Jesus asks us whether we are worried about the respect we get when we go out, whether we are us or them. Who would want to go to this church now? Who would want to look our society in the mirror so starkly? People who understand that sin is the system, it is in the system, and who also know that God is calling us to something else. People who understand that none among us would be sinless and therefore unable to cast stones when it comes right down to it. People who understand that you don't have to look right or speak right or know everything or even anything, because church isn't about easy or perfect or even good. People who understand that church is for the broken and the bruised and the suffering, and none of us are okay. None of us. Because this is not okay. But we're going to try to make it better. Who would want to go to this church now?